In order to extract the milk, the baby's using their tongue. Like I have an ultrasound I can show you of the inside of a baby's mouth breastfeeding. And you see the tongue moving, and the tongue is moving to create a vacuum suction to get the milk out. But if the nipple is being smashed against the hard palate, it's going to cause you pain. So yeah, if you latch the baby on and it hurts, you unlatch the baby and then latch the baby on again. So this is one thing that hopefully you can get across, because it seems so simple, but we all do it wrong. You compress the breast to align with the baby's mouth. So if you're feeding the baby in a football hold, the baby's head is here, you have to compress the breast to align with the baby's mouth. So it's either like a sandwich or a taco. If the baby is in the football hole right here, you have to compress the breast like a sandwich. The baby's mouth is like this. If the baby's in front of you, you have to compress it like a taco because the baby's mouth is up and down. So imagine the breast is like a big burger. You have to squeeze that burger to get it in your mouth. That's how you should think of the breast when you're latching. Okay, this is a big burger. I got to compress it. But if you feed a baby a sandwich like this, not like this, they're going to bite their way on and hurt you. So that's great advice. And I used to teach a breastfeeding class, and like all the OBs in Orange County would see me and be like, I got some new parent. I knew they met you because I could hear them saying, wait, is it a sandwich or a taco? Because that's like the only thing that I was like, if you only remember one thing from this class, sandwich or taco. And, partners, you're on it because you're not going to be exhausted. So football hold, sandwich, feeding in front of you, taco. So the very beginning, it's the first 2 weeks. What you really need to know. You don't need to know everything. Just what to do to survive the first 2 weeks. And it's exactly that. How to position the baby properly, how to latch the baby properly. And then later on in the book, it's all the things that can happen: overgrowth of yeast, mastitis, and how to fix it based on the evidence. The back of the book is a baby feeding requirements chart, how much food the baby needs based on their weight. So if moms go back to work or they want, to take a nap and they want to pump and leave their milk and give it to a family member, they know how much to feed, because a baby will eat 30% more than they need out of a bottle because it just flows. So they'll pound milk like crazy even though they don't need it. And then the very end of the book is a log, and it's day to day, what to focus on just that day. Day 1, what do you want? 1 poop, 1 pee. Check, check. Day 2. So it's like those first 2 weeks, focusing on what's important, because pees and poops, like that's the first question they're going to ask you, because that's how the pediatrician knows if the baby's doing well. Things like that. The parent doesn't need to know everything. They have the support of the medical community, but they do need to know what to keep track of and what, things can come up that they need to tell the doctor, especially now with everyone at home and doing appointments virtually. So I tried to make it very simple and only focus on what's important, because the ultimate goal is to protect the baby with these antibodies as long as they can, especially now, because a full-blown immune system, it can take, 4 years for a baby to have a complete immune system. But those first 3 months, the baby is immune compromised. So it's like someone going under chemo, very vulnerable. So the first couple months, whatever you can do to get that baby at least a teaspoon of breast milk, you're putting them in this little bubble and protecting them with all of those antibodies.